Hey,
Yo,
yeah.
what is going on?
Welcome.
Welcome. All right,
Yes.
that's enough fake clapping. This is our real one right
the
here.
real clap now.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Last1YNosVamos.
Yes.
Damn,
for
excuse me.
sure.
I don't know how to use this damn mic, but I'll get used to it. Work with me. What's up, Jay?
What's up, man?
Finally did it. We're finally here.
We're late, 2 months, but we
Uh,
made it.
Hey, we made it. Es lo que importa. What they
Yes.
say, tarde, pero seguro.
Right.
¿Cómo están? Todos, muchas gracias a los que acaban de hacer el click a nuestro video, a nuestro podcast. Yo soy Junior, o todos me conocen como Junior, Salvador Ángel, a sus órdenes, pero mi familia me conoce como Junior. Aquí mi compa.
Yep. Same. I actually were two J's.
Eso.
Two J's here, but basically from school all the time they know me as Lorenzo. But I used to say back at home it was always Junior, just like him. So that's why we had different names. We call each other B, J.
B or J.
Yep, pretty much. So we don't really have established name, whatever you guys want to call us in the
Eso.
future.
Yeah. No, pues ya saben. Aquí estamos a la orden, como dicen.
Yes, exciting to be here finally. So
Muchas cosas.
what's your family's background?
Pues mira, my family, my mom, she's from Michoacán. My dad is from Guerrero. God damn.
I'm sorry, guys, but here, bro, is
Man,
always
just
hungry. He's
I
always
stay hungry. I
Yes,
stay hungry.
he
Hopefully
does.
you guys
Didn't pick that up.
didn't pick that up. There you go. Es falla número 1. Vamos a usar ese botón hasta que se acabe.
Right. That's the
Alright,
words out.
Pero, pues sí, mi mamá es de Michoacán, Maquilí, aunque ella dice que no sé por qué. Pero mi papá es de Guerrero y las dos familias en un punto de sus vidas, they moved to Colima, México, en un ranchito ahí que se llama Periquillos, una ciudad más bien de 2 bloques. Ahí se conocieron muy jóvenes y pues, I was born and raised in San Bernardino. Here I
Yep.
am.
Yeah, that's we're from San Bernardino. If you guys didn't know that,
Yep.
but we're kind of making something new out of San Bernardino, and it is getting populated higher now. We got
Yeah,
new
I
buildings
mean,
and everything. But
Yo sé que todos dicen, San Bernardino this, San Bernardino that. Honestly, it's not that bad, man. I mean, we are a little bit more thick-skinned than other, people. I guess if you compare it to different cities, we're not saying we're like the craziest or anything like that. No, it's just a survivor skill that we had to, an extra survivor skill that we had to pick up as kids.
definitely.
Like, it was a little bit tough, pero pues mira, aquí andamos todavía and still living in San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Pretty proud.
Our lifetime here.
Yeah. Pues sí, mis papás, los dos en un punto llegaron a conocerse en Colima y pues ya cuando nací yo, desde morro me llevaban a Colima por mucho tiempo. Yo me acuerdo que mi papá me llevaba con él y ahí andaba con mis tías. Pues no vengo de familia tan grande, pero sí tenía mis tíos, mis tías de allá, de los 2 lados de la familia. Y lo bonito que yo recuerdo es que pues ahí tenía a mis 2 abuelitas como practically vecinas, like 4 houses away from each other. So the streets, like from there to there, like that was basically my front yard, you could say, like ahí jugando con todos los chiquillos del pueblito. Y pues muy bonitos recuerdos que tengo de ahí, de creciendo. Muchos me dicen, no, tú no eres de aquí, tú no eres de aquí, tú eres de México, ¿de qué parte eres? Y ya les digo, pues, soy de Colima. Pero realmente soy de San Bernardino. Soy de, pues, aquí por un hospital que ya no existe.
I know they dropped it down
Yeah.
back in the 90s.
Dice mi papá que lo más nací, en cuanto nací, lo más lo tuvieron que tumbar, güey. Le digo,
Damn. So that
damn.
means that you're bad or something?
Pues no sé, le digo, pues se acabó.
¿Hiciste pudrir el hospital o
No,
qué?
no, güey, dijeron que ya este es el último niño malo que vamos a hacer aquí.
Damn.
Y pues ya, lo tumbaron. Pero, nah, like I said, I'm very happy to be from where I am. I never got to, thank God, I never got into any gangs, nothing like that. Never repped anything. I know there was a big, you know, type of thing. I mean, I'm not affiliating any, trying not to affiliate any gangs or anything like that, but you know, we are aware of what everything is going on around here in SB. But it's all cool. It's all love. It's all for our community to, you know, stand up and finally say like, hey, San Bernardino's a good place to come and chill, visit us, give us a chance. We're all good people out here. It's not just all bad shit you hear in the news. You know,
Yeah.
there's crazy people everywhere. There's not just San Bernardino, pero you know, it's just we're finally getting to pick up like a lot of taco places, a lot of michelada places, restaurants that are like opening up. Like it's pretty sick to finally see San Bernardino grow, and you know, not have bad things talked about here. Um, I know back in the day it was like, oh, San Bernardino's bankrupt. San Bernardino has no cash, no money. Look, nobody even goes to the movie theaters no more. Like we have a whole lot of topics to talk about SB, but I think for now we're just gonna leave it as that, like, you know, cause hay que enfocarlos en lo positivo, porque pues así vamos a hacer San Bernardino, nuestra comunidad, nuestra raza crecer en pa un lado más positivo.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo pienso. My boy Jay here, tell us a little bit about your background.
My background, dang. So I am Mexican. I was born in Mexico, believe it or
Hey,
not. But yeah, they definitely brought me here when I was 1 years old. So I've been here since, since one. That's like a long time. Hopefully, they do comment. We haven't said our ages, so
oh
maybe
yeah,
make a drop a comment
drop a
what
comment.
they
I
they believe how old we are. We
Okay.
kind of did give out a clue though in the 90s. But yeah, they brought me here from Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua. Believe it or not, another border from the other side by Texas. But I've been living here, and my parents, they're from Guanajuato. So I do come from the background of Guanajuato. I only been there once in my lifetime. I wasn't so lucky as you going back and forth and having both grandpas at one point in time. But hey, that's awesome because I don't think everybody had that opportunity as what you did. But honestly, I only met my dad's side, my grandpa from that side, and then from my mom's side was only the grandma. So,
Órale.
but I was still old enough to actually remember them. And then, my grandma has more years passed away. My grandpa has less. But yeah, definitely cool that I at least got to meet one of them from each side.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely, man.
but yeah, like you said, we're kind of tired of always hearing the whole shebang of San Bernardino's this, San Bernardino's that. But believe it or not, I mean, we having new buildings, we're having new housing.
Yeah.
Back in the day, LA people were coming down here. So, um, again, like we're mixed from everywhere. From Southern California, we are from Cali. So,
Yep. Y aquí, dijera mi jefe, aquí tiran de todo, o sea, de gente de OC, gente de LA, gente de Indio, gente de allá de las montañas, de Hesperia. Shout out to everybody who's up there in the hill.
yes.
It's all love everywhere, to be honest. Aquí no hay solamente este tipo de gente queremos aquí. Nada,
No.
estamos abiertos a todo, you know. Aquí no somos, pues, escogiendo ni los barrios ni nada de eso. It's just we're open to everybody, man. We're just saying our story, because maybe you guys never had that. You guys never had somebody from San Bernardino say, hey, it's not that bad here.
Yeah.
Pero mira, una pregunta. ¿Cómo se conocieron tus jefes? Like, así, like,
I don't even know that story, bro. To
no?
be honest, I never really got on depth of that with my parents. I actually, yeah, you see, that's like another good thing about San Bernardino. They met here,
Oh,
both of them.
that's the
Yeah,
first one for
yeah,
me. Oh,
coming from Guanajuato, and then they
fíjate.
meet here in San Bernardino. But I'm not really familiarized with the stories how that happened. Yes, I kind of know, like, oh, little bit, but my family doesn't even come from a big family either, like kind of like yours.
Yeah.
My dad was the only son, so you can imagine that. And then you see how was the transition from Guanajuato, San
Guanajuato to here.
Bernardino, not really having brothers, sisters to just chill here. It was more like I'm headed over there and see what happens. And I think my mom, she does have a bigger family than what my dad did. So I think with her, it was more, you know, one of her family member was here. My dad as well, but nothing. It was like stepped aunts, further aunts.
Right.
So my mom did come over here. I know my grandma was here at one point. So she crossed, probably when my grandma at that point in time to me here, and both of them then met. But yeah, that's kind of the story that I know. Maybe I'll get more information later on in Life Point. When my mom see what she tells me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
Yeah, eso es bueno. Like, como una de las cosas que aquí mi compa Jay me dijo desde muy morro. Y a lo mejor no lo capté muy bien.
yeah,
Pero siempre se me quedó en mi mente, like, con, que, ¿cómo te gustaría conocer a una persona? Y se me quedó así como grabado en la mente. Porque cuando finalmente lo hice, y desafortunadamente lo hice un poco muy tarde en mi vida personal. So, si les sirve como consejo a alguien, chingón. Si no, este, de todos modos, lo que quiero decir es, cuando me dijo eso, estaba muy morro, no captaba muy bien el significado. Entonces, ya cuando cumplí 27 años, dang, that's another hint, dropping hints everywhere. Este, conocí bueno, no es que conocía, pero fui a México yo solo, la primera vez, yo solo, sin mis padres, sin mis hermanas, sin nadie. Así yo solo fui. Y en ese momento yo tenía, gracias a Dios, para hacerme una fiestita así, más o menos, pues,
yeah.
agarrar un asador ahí, echarle unas carnes asadas, pues. Pero
Well,
decidí,
those are the best ones, though, right?
pues sí,
I mean, you actually want to party, but you do everything yourself for
pues,
yourself, and
pues
I
que
think
aquí,
that's what you're trying to say right now.
aquí hacemos de todo, como dice un gran señor que luego lo presentamos, aquí hacemos de todo, le hacemos de todo y no le pegamos a nada.
Right.
Pero pues sí, me decidí irme para México, a Colima, a estar en ese entonces, ah, ya lo más me quedaba una abuelita al lado de mi mamá, mi abuelita Simona. Y pues se me quedó muy grabado estas palabras que me dijo mi compa, que hay que conocer nuestra gente detrás de la boca de ellos. No conozcas a una persona que sea contada por otros labios, pues básicamente. Y desde entonces, cada vez que he tenido una oportunidad de hablar con mi familia, preguntar cosas que en realidad ahora sí ya les puedo entender, ahora sí ya puedo comunica- comuni- comunicarme mejor con mi familia,
Yeah.
pues les pregunto cosas realmente de interés que yo quiero saber de ellos.
Yeah.
Como, cómo estuvo cuando tú creciste, hubo
We
estas etapas.
But we have to ask that way because our Latin family kind of holds everything, right? So
No,
we have
sí,
to break the ice.
tenemos,
That's a good thing.
tenemos que ahí destapar una para que vayan aflojando.
Right. Yeah.
Pero no, todo bien, gracias a Dios. Conocí un poco de la historia de mi abuelita, que estuvo muy, muy bonita, en verdad. Y me quedé con con una... No me quedé con dudas. Es lo bueno, que lo que yo conocí, yo me lo llevo en mí. Lo que ella me platicó conmigo. Y comparto un poco con mi familia. Me da mucha alegría que pude hacer eso en vida, cuando ella también estuvo en vida. Y la única tristeza que me da en mí es que no pude hacer eso con todos, con los demás. Ya
Yeah.
ves, pues están los abuelitos. Un abuelito que nunca lo conocí al lado de mi papá, mi abuelito José, que en paz descanse. Nunca lo conocí, pero se escuchaba que todas las historias que me cuenta mi jefe, que muy bonita lo que yo lo tomo ya ahora en día.
Yeah.
Antes me acuerdo que me dice mi papá que yo lloraba cuando me contaba las historias de él. Y yo le pregunté ya después de grande, le digo, entonces, ¿por qué yo lloraba, pa? Si tú nomás me estás contando una historia. Y
Yeah.
dice, oh, es que pues tú no creías que yo realmente andaba caminando sin ropa, sin cosas así. Pues yo vengo de una familia que en ese tiempo tenían, pues ya ves, en las familias mexicanas, pues gracias a Dios, bendito sea Dios, venimos de familias que antes tenían muchos hijos. Ya
Yeah.
ahorita, hoy en día, ya no se mira eso, pero sí, pues cuando tienes familias grandes es un poco difícil, como los padres de ellos, para poder mantener, hacer todo lo posible. Yo me imagino que hicieron todo lo posible por ellos y, y les dieron todo lo que pudieron darle, así
Yeah.
como ellos nos dieron a nosotros, gracias a Dios. Pero aquí andamos, we're still here, we're still, struggling one way or another, but we're still here, we're still kicking.
Definitely.
Um, no, that's cool. I never knew that your parents met here.
Yeah,
Like,
they did.
just fíjate. All right,
And I guess
pues,
we came then again. I guess we're a good product of San Bernardino. But hey, actually, that point that you said about, that I kind of taught you something. But nah, definitely, I think we teach each other something as well.
siempre.
So why you think you're making this podcast then? Why is the reason? Why
Honestly,
oh why?
pues, ¿por qué no? ¿Por qué no? Si tenemos, ahorita hoy en día todo es muy fácil de hacer. Ya ves con todo lo que está, social media, like, has been one of the biggest platforms
Yeah.
for the past decade, if not even more. You know, why not take advantage of it? Why not learn
And we
and
came
adapt?
from three. We're going but to the third generation
Yeah,
of platforms. I
yeah.
mean, since internet was becoming a thing, but again,
Follow
so
me
we
on my
are we are
MSN.
going to another one.
But no, güey, sí, I just think because, si uno le echa poquito de ganas en algo, en cualquier cosa, no tiene que ser en podcast. Si quieres empezar un negocio, si quieres, no sé, ayudar a tu familia, si quieres, am, cualquier cosita, promocionarte. En México, ya ves, tienes una licuadora, hacer pinches licuados, hacer shakes de verdes, jugos naturales. Y allá la raza, cualquier cosita no desprecia nada. O sea, tienes una helerita de esas de nieve, de white foam,
Ajá, las
ice chest.
sí, las
Bro,
bien simples.
people lo llena de agua, some way, somehow they freeze it. Empiezan a hacer raspaditos, los venden en la tarde, los venden en el día, like, sacan una feriecita de ahí. O sea, es lo que digo, que en México así es, like, los enseñó esa cultura para nosotros los mexicanos, que nos, no despreciamos lo que tenemos. So, como nosotros, I feel like we wanted to do this, one, for a challenge, or at least I can speak for myself, one, for a challenge. It's something new to do. Um,
Even though it is
I'm
getting
not,
popular right now,
yeah,
podcast, but
I
hey,
don't, I
hopefully
don't
we
know
make
where
it
this is gonna,
differently.
I don't know where it's gonna take us.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if this is even gonna, saludos a todos los que lo están viendo. Si es
Yeah,
uno o dos,
but
pues
still, shout out whoever already follow us in some
sí,
platforms, IG, TikTok, some YouTube as well.
yeah, pues apenas vamos empezando esto, apenas van arrancando. I hope que simplemente salga mensajes positivos. Es todo lo que yo me quiero enfocar um, en este camino. Um, Como te digo, es nuevo para mí todo aprender cosas técnicas, aprender de social media, porque believe it or not, I'm not in social. I mean, you know me. I gave up social media a while back. I didn't want to say it, but that's the truth. I just didn't. I didn't. I didn't want to have it anymore. It was very easy for me to just let go and live a better life. Like, not that social media is
But
bad,
you focus on
but
yourself a
I
little
just
bit
focus
more, I think.
more on myself. I did. I started a new career. I love my what I do, um, and yeah, like it's instead of wasting all that screen time. Don't get me wrong. I'm on YouTube like daily, bro. I got 100 and more than 200 freaking subscriptions of people's channels, and but I'm not like curious to be like, oh, what's
Yeah,
fulanito
it's
do
like
it, but
a slower paced YouTube. Like you click
yeah,
what you want to see instead of it, different platforms. You
yeah.
kind of get thrown stuff at you,
And
and
I'm not bashing on anybody
yeah,
who
no,
has like social media. I mean, that's cool. Like I'm just saying, que yo personally, I'm trying to get back at it. I'm trying to like learn, this whole TikTok era, the freaking Instagram still going, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Like that stuff is old, but it's still going. You get me? Like
yeah,
I didn't even get to learn none of that stuff. I think the last thing I had was MySpace.
man, you're already
Yeah,
talking way back.
yeah. So if you know, you know.
Yep.
MySpace, MSN, the Messenger, the original Messenger. That was us, fucking chatting, chats, or who, if you want to take them back, like who remembers the party lines?
It's,
That's a whole nother
we don't
story.
even know if they already still have them or not, but that was
Bro.
a big thing. And
Yeah.
we're talking with those party lines, and we still have, the prepaid phone cards too.
The
Again,
chirps.
if you know, you know. Well, maybe we'll bring that topic back in the day that our parents had to kind of use, and we kind of did have to buy them as well. Hey, go get me
Simón.
fulanita card,
Y no
but
compras de esta, compra las que venden de Estados Unidos porque no te roban los minutos.
hey, that sounds like the whole Mexican trend again.
Yeah.
When you go over, they're trying to take some stuff from you. But
Yep.
hey, we'll talk about that one later.
Yeah.
So, anything else on why you
I'm.
doing it?
I mean,
You want to get back to social
I
media,
wanna.
so
Yeah, I just wanna.
challenge yourself.
Honestly, I just quiero aprender de esta nueva platform que como dices es apenas está arrancando. I feel like we could, you know,
I think
if
there's a wave, there's a wave
there's a
right now.
wave, yeah,
So
definitely there's a wave coming. I feel like if we have like little things like this setup, um, use it in a positive way, and
yeah.
if we could use it to help out our community, help out other communities, that'll be really great. That'll be awesome to see if like let this podcast grow for the best, and to help others.
Yeah, and hopefully the community,
I mean,
teach us something
as
for
well.
us as well. I mean, we don't know
Yeah.
everything. We could have.
What about you? Like,
Like you said, it's a challenge. It's a challenge for me. I mean, I think like you said, a business and wise like that. I have had opportunities that people tell me, "Hey, open your own business," but I think it's a little harder because I kind of did do that somewhat on my background. Um, so I was like, I did it once. I'm not saying I won't do it again, but I think with this here, it's more of like you said, just a positive note, and I think people will appreciate that positive note instead of like having a service that if I give you this service, well you pay me this.
no,
So
yeah,
I think it's much easier, and I can get to know people in the community, especially because I like talking, I like learning from people, I like people's point of views. So I'm doing it for that. And then second of all, before you left the platforms of everything and focus on yourself, we were in New York, and that was the first time I seen you actually pick up the camera and being a blogger. So I mean, blogging still happening, but not much as before. So yes, you could have
yeah,
been a big star or you are gonna become a big star. But
Who knows?
yeah, that was you. So I was like, man, like, and that's why we started this, because I was like, oh, he wanted to do it. Again, I think you were a good choice for that reason. You did do it once, but you did drop it because you focus on yourself. And again, hopefully we can teach people why you did it.
Yeah,
And
most definitely. Tienes que darte, cada jovencito, jovencita out there, que le están echando ganas a la escuela. Yo sé que we've been there, man. High school sucks. Being honestly, like, yo nunca fui el que me gustaba la escuela. I struggled a
yes,
lot.
both of us, both
A
of we did it.
panzazos, pero
Yep,
pasamos.
yep.
Pero vas a llegar a tu punto de tu vida donde dices, sabes que ya, enough is enough. I gotta focus. Because cuando miras a la familia necesitada, like, no te puedes quedar así con las manos cruzadas, especialmente si es la familia. Tienes que hacer algo. Y aunque apenas se está mirando que podemos ayudarles, es bueno que tomaste esa decisión, back in the day, to go ahead and obtain that ultimate goal, which is to help your family and
And yourself.
and yourself, yeah, because you're learning new things every day.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of doing new things, challenging yourself. Pónganse en unos goals que son short-term goals. I found that to be really, really satisfying, because as soon as you accomplish those small little goals, man, when you look back and you see all the little goals you accomplished, it's crazy, man. You're like, I can't believe I made it this far already. So, yeah, si se aplican en lo que realmente quieren hacer, you guys are going to get far in life. Y cuando lo hacen de corazón, es como dicen, like everything lines up, and when you stop thinking about the money, when you're doing it for a better cause than the money, that's where it's going to pay off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We've learned that. I mean, even our health comes most important most of
Yeah.
the time of money, even though you do need money to be healthy. But we pushed no matter what. I mean, back in the day, they used to do it just with homemade recipes or homemade medicine.
Yeah.
And we kind of did go through that as well. Like you said, where our parents just barely got here, we didn't really have much. So from their side of the family, they got taught that, but it actually helped us. But yeah, this is kind of my why, and I think this is my why I'm in life here, the purpose of why I'm here as a life. But hey, we're gonna have fun here. We're gonna work hard, because it is work at the end of the day, kind of,
Yep.
but having the fun. And we're here.
Pues salga lo que salga, será en el nombre de Dios, como dicen.
Yep.
Echarnos la persinada del primer podcast, y que salga lo que Dios quiera. Otra cosa que te quería preguntar, bueno, no preguntar, pero quería dejarles saber a ustedes, es cómo los conocimos. O sea,
Yeah, long time ago as well.
esa historia, ya, como yo la recuerdo, a lo mejor puede ser diferente de tu boca. Nunca los hemos preguntado, like, ¿te acuerdas cómo nos conocimos, güey? Like, no, like, we don't, I really don't. It's just like our friendship, our bond has always been like very natural. Like there's things we don't ask each other because we just know, like.
Yeah,
Like,
I
yeah.
mean, and that's why I don't think we ever talked about it again. Like, hey, like, what's up with this? Because if we first day, and then we just started every year to know each other until now.
Yeah.
And
Yo,
but yeah,
yo me acuerdo que tenía como unos 6 años. Y en ese entonces, mi papá empezó a tocar la guitarra para una iglesia. Y me llevaba a la escuelita de la iglesia. Y me gustaba ir con él. Yo no tenía hermanas o hermanitos o nada, o sea,
en ese tiempo.
en ese tiempo. Entonces, pues mi papá me llevaba, eran los martes. Y me acuerdo que su hermana mayor llegó y ella me dice, oh, hola Junior. Dice, mira, te voy a presentar a mi hermanito. Y yo, pues entonces, ahí solo, en un
Hermanito.
pastito, miro que se abre la puerta y baja no sé, un hermanito, le digo, pues, ¿dónde está? Le digo, porque amigo ese señor, le digo.
Oh yeah, well you, hey, not to clown,
No,
but
pero
you were way
yo estoy
smaller, you
chapito, o
know.
sea, yo estoy, como me dicen chapito,
Mhm.
you know, like, I've always been short, small, like, puny, and this guy comes out of a car, like, what's up? But
Yeah.
it was cool, because he came out, he had a soccer ball in his hand, and the first thing he said, let's play. He didn't even ask me, like, you want to play? No, he just said, let's play. He just threw the ball. We started kicking it. Since then, we've been kicking it forever, bro. Like,
Well, like you said, I mean, you didn't at that time as well. I didn't have I had brother, I mean sisters, but they were older than me.
right.
So it was like your surprise. It's the same surprise as me because I was like, oh well, finally you have somebody to play with, even though we're only a year or 2 years apart,
Apart, yeah.
somewhat depending,
Le enseñó
how
todo
we
lo que
are.
sabe este güey.
Más o
Nah,
menos.
nah, lo aprendemos de los dos. Ahí.
Yeah.
Yo, siempre fuimos muy, como, no sé, yo miraba a los morros de mi edad y no, como que no andaban en lo mismo. Yo los miraba un poquito más como like more kids, like being more of what a kid wanted to do. We were kids, we were trying to learn how to drive already.
Yeah, it's
we
true.
were, we were trying to see, okay, well, we didn't have the keys to the car, but I know if I turn it on, like, I know to put it down on D.
That's
Like,
funny you say that because yeah, we used to get some keys and just go in the car and mess with it.
yeah.
Like, almost like
Always, like, we
driving.
love music, so it's like, we were always, first thing, bumping music, shit. And if you knew back in the day, like, it was all about having the CDs and know where to buy them, where to get them. And we were about getting the original ones, not the bootleg ones. But then I found a way to I found a way to
Put like 100 tracks on one CD.
yeah, man. I mean, eso todavía duró buen tiempo, like buen tiempo así sin era un buen tiempo en comprando o haciendo CDs de puros tracks de 12 tracks or like 16 tracks at the most, but your songs had to be real short. And like, but that's a whole nother topic, man.
Yeah.
Pues sí, aprendimos mucho como así de morros haciendo cosas que a lo mejor no deberíamos de hacer, como cómo subirnos arriba de los edificios, like about cars, how to move them. We were like kids, we were like 7, 8 years old. We were moving cars already. Y pues a lo mejor para la gente,
Like what those kids doing in a car like that, but
sí,
we
pero
kind of needed to learn. Just because again,
hemos,
it was a small not a small family, but it was more like no, I guess because we were the boys
y
at
también,
that time.
yo vengo de una familia donde son puras mujeres. En ese tiempo eran puras mujeres. Yo fui básicamente el único varón de toda la familia. Pues todas las tías, mis tíos, pues me buscaban mucho de chiquito. Hasta que ya tuve un primo. Y pues a mi primo le gané como por, no sé, unos 7, 8 años, yo creo.
And that's why again we kind of clicked because it was like you were my little brother and I was your big brother
Sí,
in somewhat cases scenarios.
eso
But
sí.
yeah, that's how we met back then. Super young, and yes, it was through church. Yeah,
Yeah.
we even rode bikes all around the blocks, from here, so we know our community around here.
Conocemos desde la punta del Arrowhead hasta
Yeah, it was crazy how bikes were a big thing back in the day. I mean,
transportation, man.
yeah, in reality, like our parents did have cars, but it was like one car, and then we would move with bikes, and then yeah, there was buses, but I think then our parents kind of struggle in somewhat situation because they didn't know how to speak English, and they didn't know how to ask, what bus to take
Yeah.
and how much they charge, but.
Siempre fuimos como no like babied, pero queríamos que dependieran de nosotros, que podían contar con nuestra ayuda de una manera u otra. Aunque en mi caso pues fue un poco más como para mi familia, yo creo, no sé, no estoy seguro, pero creo que fui más como pues no fui un niño malo, ni no fui un cabrón,
Nah.
así que digamos, pero sí me salía, sí, pedía permiso y no me lo daban, pues de todo modo lo hacía. Cosas así, pues,
Yeah, you're a little
este,
rebel. I
no,
think we both were rebels.
un poco y pero hacíamos las cosas porque queríamos ser un poco independientes, a temprana edad,
Mm-hmm.
muy temprano, pero pues no pasa nada, pues simplemente aprendes más cosas en la vida, yo creo. Y eso es
Yeah.
algo que miramos que siempre nos han gustado aprender muchas cosas, ah, como armar una bicicleta de nuevo, porque si se chingaba, no los iban a comprar otra bicicleta, teníamos que arreglarla.
Yeah, even how to patch, a tire or the
Sí.
bicycle. Not everybody
No
kind
todos
of
saben ya,
knew, and
not
I don't
everybody
know
knows
if
that.
anybody knows how to now, but now we have fix and flat. But back in the day, you kind of had to fix it actually.
Ya, pues, sácale el tubo y mételo en agua y búscale las bombitas.
Ajá.
Ya,
Y ponle
ahí, y
parche.
a parcharla, compa, y no te vayas a meter donde mismo.
Yep.
Ya, eso sí, like, recuerdo muchas historias así. Cuando pues, los conocimos, pues como te digo, es porque nuestros padres iban a la iglesia, la misma iglesia, una comunidad que fue muy bonito vivir esa época, esa etapa de nuestra vida, fue muy bonita. No había un martes que no andábamos jugando en la escuelita y no había un miércoles donde no los íbamos a la iglesia a también hacer desmadre allá.
We actually, yeah, we spent a lot of time at church, believe it or not. I
Todos los
mean,
viernes, todo, o sea, mientras ellos andaban allá en el grupo, nosotros acá andábamos afuera jugando en las bicicletas. ¿Te vas a llevar tu bicicleta? Oh, sí, ok, entonces ya voy a estar ahí.
yep.
A ver, pues yo voy a echar la mía en la troca. Y pues así, yo me encargaba de echar las cosas de mi jefe, su guitarra, su mochila y luego mi bicicleta al último. Y ya, pues,
And knowing your dad, ¿dónde llevas eso?
¿para qué quieres la bicicleta? ¿Vas a ir a la misa? No, pues vamos a jugar. ¿Con quién? Pues con quién más.
Y que fuéramos mucho de este
Eh,
tiempo también.
no, pues sí, me acuerdo de todo eso. Y pues andar con la gente ahí del grupo de la iglesia, fue muy bonito. Conocimos mucha gente que, que los cuidó, los dijo cosas buenas, unos good tips, here and there about life. And it's helped. I feel like it's helped a lot, at least in my life. Um, pues gracias a Dios no digo que
We didn't
no.
turn bad for being in San Bernardino.
Yeah, básicamente.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's kind of a little background of us. But either way, if you guys have questions, comment. You can
Comment down
IG
below.
us. We already have the IG made. We already have TikTok.
También en TikTok, yo sé que, pues, como les decimos, somos nuevos, pero, pues, ahí vamos a estar dropping new little clips. We'll probably post up something like, hey, like, let us know what you want to hear about. Different topics or Q&As or whatever. Aquí estamos. We're going to do our best to read everybody's y contestarles a los que podemos. Just give us some time. Just, work with us. We're new to this. And
Right.
we're happy to be here to share this part of our lives, these little stories, get to know us from our mouths, like how we were saying earlier. It's good, and do the same with your families. Learn the story about your parents, learn the story about your grandma. You have a favorite cousin you hang out with, hey, ask them things that are meaningful for them.
Yeah, or something they're gonna learn, like you learned today about my parents meeting in San Bernardino.
That's
So it
crazy.
could be a new topic, even though people don't think you can make topics with people you know. So definitely, hopefully, like we said, they've seen our video that we kind of promoted to los Last1YNosVamos.
See,
Whoever did click, thank you.
Yeah,
We
thanks,
actually got a pretty good run going, but
ya ni sé cuántos, pero sí, ahí va casi al 1000.
yeah, I mean, and we kind of gained that in very quickly. So it's kind of nice to see that and push us harder to actually make this happen faster.
Por ustedes tres que están mirando, muchas gracias.
Nomás fueron tres.
No, pues, nada, a todos, muchas gracias. Ahí vamos a estar aprendiendo cómo usar las cosas y, dropping little clips here and there. Hopefully, you guys le agarraron el mensaje. Ojalá que le agarraron el mensaje al video from TikTok. to be quite honest, my boy thinks that we probably need to explain that a little bit more. And as you can see in the video,
Well, because
uh,
it was more of our era
yeah,
growing
yeah, okay.
up,
Well,
so maybe some people
some
don't
people
get
are
it.
not gonna get it. If you're a little bit younger, you're not gonna get it. If you're a little bit on the older side, like like us,
Ya, ya estás viejo,
ya,
ya te duele a ti
no,
todo.
no te quiero decir qué, pero pues. But nah, bro, I,
Even though you have good genes, because everybody's like, "What?
sí,
You're this old?
ya,
Oh, is your dad your actual dad, or is he your brother?"
ya mira el futuro, yo.
Right? Oh, yeah, you're a reflection of him. But
No, algún día van a mirar al viejón acá. No, pues básicamente cómo agarramos nuestro nombre, pues it kind of ties down with the clip we dropped on TikTok. And so a lot of you guys might get it, a lot of you guys might not. Cause the video was focused on like, hey, pues a quien no le ha pasado, especially if you come from a Latin family, like Mexican family, that is like, hey, andas en la fiesta y lo que sea, pero cuando your parents say, hey, ya vámonos, o tu esposa te dice, hey, ya vámonos, like, y ahí estás todavía como entrado and like talking, y then pues se van despidiendo, pero duran como unas 3, 4 horas para despedirse, y ya cuando, ya cuando miras, you're like, oh, te dicen, ¿todavía estás aquí?
yeah,
Lo que no te fuiste, que no dijiste que te ibas a ir hace unas horas, le digo, pues aquí andamos todavía.
yeah. And the worst part, it was like they would ask us, the kids, like we were
Como que
able
si,
to drive out,
como que si
Like,
fuera nuestra responsabilidad.
yeah.
Like, pues ya vámonos, pues yo no tengo
Y
la
no manejaba.
licencia para manejar,
Right.
pues sí, así siempre he sido. A mí me han largado, como de morro, a mí mi jefe una vez me largó en la fiesta. Y, y me fui, pues no estuvo tan lejos, pero sí, me dieron una regañada. Y
We are gonna go probably to Gañadas later on the podcast,
yeah,
but that was one of them for you.
sí, sí, pues we're human,
Yeah,
we're all
make
human.
mistakes.
Yo vine gracias a esos regaños. Soy la persona que soy. Este, pero yeah, hopefully you guys, understood the message, and that's how we got to our
Or
name.
now even like older us that once we started going to places and we
Yeah.
were always like, yeah, let's go, or last one, but we're hooked. Hopefully it wasn't a product from a young version of we
Yeah.
seen our parents do it, so we do it now too.
No, pues
But
es que es un poquito de las dos cosas. Yo creo que it ties up with it. Like you're very competitive.
yeah,
And my boy here
yeah.
is very, very competitive. So cuando se empica, like, hey, wait, yeah, vámonos. No, hold on, I gotta get this shit. Like, I gotta get it right. Like, especially like, there was a era in our time where we were working together, and my man over here is más derecha que una regla. So,
Well,
but he
but
likes
again, it's stuff that we've learned
we
over
learn,
age.
yeah, and he likes o sea, le gusta hacer las cosas muy bien. And that's good because there's no easy way out. Like, no, o sea, no trata de sacarle la vuelta a las cosas. Él siempre hace el trabajo bien, aunque te cueste más tiempo, aunque te cueste una chinga, like, but he does it. He does it the right way, and he doesn't go back and, fix things. But it might take him the first time, it might take him some time to get it, to learn, to establish how to make this job. And from there, he's a freaking machine, man. Like, he could adapt to anything. Like, but that's the thing. He has that ambition to learn. That ambition to learn is what gets his gears going, and perfect it, and get better at what he does, because his my man over here is
Well, when you saying that, that's why I think people are like, oh, you could run a business, and again, I think this,
real.
I'm going to focus this being the kind of the business right now. But yeah, I even had a coworker me decía, ahí andamos trabajando, me dice el mil usos.
El Milusos.
Ajá.
Eh.
Yeah, que descanse en paz, Mauricio. Jesus, yeah, apenas falleció. Un saludo a su familia.
Saludos.
But, yeah, me decía eso siempre. No, Lorenzo, yo igual, en trabajo me decían Lorenzo, dice, tú eres mil usos, tú no sabes qué decir, no, siempre lo haces o lo te avientas a hacerlo.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we can pick those topics,
Yeah. We
what
have
you do, what I do. Um,
trust we're gonna have a
yeah, a
lot
lot.
time to talk about all this stuff.
And
Primeramente Dios.
especially the one you just said that we got to actually work together. We would never thought we were gonna work together,
Yeah.
but we did, and it was kind of fun and rough.
Best job I ever had.
Yeah, hopefully we get that gentleman,
Eh,
in our pod
Muy pronto, muy
interview
pronto.
him.
Espérense ese podcast va a estar muy bueno. Vamos a también tratar con este podcast a tener muchos. With that being said, we're gonna try to have some special guests here. We're not, we're normal human beings. We don't know anybody famous or anything like that, but we do know good, hardworking people, and that we just want to introduce because maybe if we could be a help of, you know, whatever they do, whatever business they run, if we could put them out there, help even a little bit more to get them out there to,
Or motivation.
yeah, and even motivation for you guys to start something good, start something new. If he could do it, he could tell you why, his story, and you guys could do it too.
Yeah, everything is possible.
Yeah.
I think we hear it all the time, like when we say famous or very known people, they're like, "Oh, it's like possible, it's possible," and we're
Yeah.
like, "How can that be possible?" But at the end of the day, I think it comes with hard work, and not that everybody loves to do the hard work.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, once you are there, like you said, we can adapt and just move forward and keep learning and making it better. Or we could teach other people, like, hey, this is how I did it.
Yeah.
Same thing here. I mean, we did our research how to do, have our equipment here for the podcast, even though we're new. But I think we made a big jump of just trying to prepare ourselves with the small things.
Yeah, man.
But it can go a long way.
No, ya casi los ¿cómo se dice? Like ya casi los we almost freaking not did it just because we didn't know how to choose our name.
Yeah, the
Oh,
name
God.
took like forever. We had the meetings over meetings, and that's another good topic of like, look, you just have to kind of force yourself and do it
A
because
veces
it's
no vas
very easy to
y
give
también te
up.
tienes que tener la mente muy abierta y no estar aferrado de que hey, it's not just what I want,
Yeah,
it's a team. Shout out to Ricky. You guys probably don't see Ricky right now, but he's the guy behind the cameras, behind the audio, behind editing. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
you
you,
did a
Ricky.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Came
and
out very, very good.
shout out to
Very
my boy.
good for not much practice, but hey, I think you did a great job.
Yeah, ahí anda aprendiendo con nosotros along this journey too. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it took a minute to get our name.
Yeah, and that's
It's-
why we were late on this one. We were actually supposed to do our first podcast in September. It's gonna be the month.
Ya casi.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think by the en estos días, actually como el 12, you know, we had said
Yeah, queríamos ya para el
let's
23
take
o
it
algo así.
out. That was the whole purpose of the TikTok, like promotion, not promoting, but like kind
Get us out there.
Get us out
Yeah,
there.
just at least the name, like get it out there. And oh man, no, si pudiéramos poner la lista de nombres que teníamos y no es tan fácil, uno puede decir, hey, quiero este nombre, no, pues Simón. Pero ya cuando lo pones and you have to check this, you have to check that, you have to check if it's not affiliated with somebody else, if somebody else already took it.
Yeah.
Like, man, so many good ones that we already wanted and they already took it. But man, hey, shout out to everybody who took the names. And but
well, comment, see if you guys like this name or
oh, yeah.
or comment like I think you guys should have been called this because we did say like los dos J's because
Los dos
again we
J's,
do say Junior all the time, but
yeah.
we were like, I think J's. It's, again, what if the people, our audience, did like los J's, you know?
Está bien.
But yeah,
Pues, hey.
comment below or send out
Una,
a DM
una de las
on
otras cosas,
IG.
como la familia los dice, oh, Big J, Little J.
Yeah, again, why we were going with those J's.
Los J's, yeah. Pero pues nada, todo bien. Yo pienso que el nombre los quedó pues algo bien, because quién no dice la última y nos vamos.
Uh-huh.
And then we always wanted to mix it. Like we're proud. I mean, at least I'm proud to say like we're from San Bernardino. We're from USA. I'm a proud
Yeah,
proud
that's
American, proud
that's a
Mexican
big
too.
thing, I think, on our Latin family, that they're like too focused on
Yeah,
Mexican. But in reality, if it wasn't for our parents moving here, I mean, we
yeah.
kind of wouldn't be anything as
Ese
well.
ese sacrificio que hicieron ellos, se está apenas mirando, yo creo. Bueno, por lo menos en mi familia, porque pues yo soy el mayor. And I I feel like apenas está, pues,
No, well, they kind of
pues
they
sí,
mold
ellos,
you, but I think again we're at that age that we're like, oh, this is why, or like, I mean, I've learned recently, that stuff that they did, I never thought I was gonna do,
oh yeah,
and all of a sudden I'm doing it. And I'm like, what
yeah,
the heck? Like I said to myself when I was a kid, I'm never gonna do this, and I'm doing it. And then it's not like when I kind of reflect, and I'm not bashing myself like, why did I say this or that? It was more like a learning experience of like, oh well, you're actually doing it now.
yeah,
And I mean, good thing we never talk bad. I know you, you know me. We never talk bad as like why, like not bashing our family, but like almost like, for example, me. My dad came from cosecha, so I've never been into plants, or I've never been into um, you know, gardening or anything of that nature.
right,
And I've never thought about me actually doing it. But with the job that we did, we actually affiliated ourselves on that sense. And then at the end of the day, I did work in a nursery. So I was like, what the heck? I'm here watering plants,
what
and
are what are the odds of you doing
exactly.
that,
It took so long,
so
but
many years later down the line, like,
yep.
now you knew what your dad was doing or what he talked about, like
Yeah,
las cositas que
I
te
did it.
decía, like here and there, like I bet you, like when you
But
were
being in
there,
the city, you never thought like, oh, you're gonna do that. I mean, that's how they survived back in the day,
yeah,
by cosechas. And shout out to everybody que hace cosechas.
sí,
Thank you. We have, our products. We need
todos
our
los
products.
nurseries también, yo sé que es una chinga,
Yeah. We
pero
learned we learned that, right, the
pues
kind
sí,
of the hard way.
yep,
But it was fun. It was
it was
fun doing it.
best job I ever had, like I said.
Yeah, I think the natural job. It was a natural job.
Very
It
natural.
wasn't more of I need it by this date
No,
kind
yeah,
of situation. Almost like the plant, it has a process of growing. As long as you probably want it to grow at this date, this month, but it can happen. So that was a fun part.
yeah, yeah. Things. It was a freaking different era, different time in our lives where we learned new things. We
Yes.
we didn't think we were gonna be out there, con toda la bola, pero ahí andábamos también echándole ganas
Well, hopefully we can make another podcast here
on
soon.
on
We
that
bring out
topic.
the video, another
Yeah.
topic. Maybe we'll pick one from our community, our
Yeah,
viewers.
let us know. Like, drop down below. Dejen sus comentarios allá abajo. Díganos, qué puntos de conversaciones queremos que quieran que tengamos. Um, just let us know. Like, si tienen más preguntas, si te podemos contestar algo, en ayudarlos en algo, pues, adelante. Just we're open to anything. Like, anything, just let us know.
Yeah, send a DM. We do have the IG again. We do have YouTube for, well,
We're
that's where it's gonna be. So we will read the
Yeah.
comments.
We'll be dropping here and there clips, like I said, on TikTok, Instagram. Just be, share us if you guys want. If you guys think we're somebody, channel of interest, share us. We're gonna have pláticas de todo, yo creo.
Yes.
Pláticos de todos, un poquito de todos, de la gente, no lo más de nosotros. Gente normal, gente que le ha echado ganas, gente que se ha superado, gente que realmente uno no mira en las redes sociales, gente que porque si no tienes tantos millones de vistas, no te van a ver. Eso honestly, pues, we're open to anybody, like,
Yeah, we
like,
actually, we just went to Ensenada and we saw some talent down there. and there was only two people actually doing the talent.
Muy talentosos los dos.
But hopefully we probably bring that up
Yeah.
on your one of our topics as well, because that kind of did teach us. And it was almost like our era, like
Yeah,
like that's how we were
así
doing
andábamos
the,
nosotros,
yeah.
like, buscándole y buscándole, pero estos muchachos como que más a la forzada tienen que buscarle.
Yeah.
Y gracias a Dios nosotros pues tenemos donde llegar
Yeah.
a dormir, tenemos donde que comer, tenemos que, siempre ha habido con qué abrigarnos, ropa y todo eso, nunca nos faltó nada, gracias a Dios, tuvimos lo necesario. Pero hay gente
I think we should make
todavía.
that the next topic if we don't come up anything with the viewers.
Yeah.
Ensenada, because again, like you
No,
said,
that's-
we kind of reflect ourselves with them. And I mean, there's stuff that they told us, and actually that I seen that you weren't there because you were driving away, and I was like, man, and like what you're saying, like they have to really go out there and look for something for themselves. So
Yeah.
hopefully we bring that up. But with that said, I think we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Last one y nos vamos here.
Last1YNosVamos.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. We'll see
Cool.
you guys next
Muchas
time.
gracias.
Thank
Nos
you.
vemos para la otra. Estamos. Let's go.